Well, hey there, everyone. So, welcome to October. It's finally time for some spoopiness, even though I've been doing it already. So for this October, I do have a little theme that I'm going to be doing. Last October, what I did is I did 4 classic Halloween costumes. This October is going to be a little bit different, just because the other day I was just kind of like sketching some dress designs that I wanted to do, and I ended up coming up with some that I wanted to do, and I came up with 4 of them for the 4 weeks of October. So pretty much what I'm going to be doing is it's going to be the same dress but in 4 different styles or themes, if you will. So it's going to be the same dress but 4 ways. So for the first one, we're going to start off fun. We are going to be doing, how can I do this without revealing the other ones? Hold on. Okay, so for the first dress that we're going to be doing, so it's going to be kind of like a silky style-ish dress, except a longer bodice, and this is going to be pumpkin themed. So I picked up some orange sheets to do the whole thing out of. I'm hoping to, I was going to pick up some felt to do the pumpkin like eyes and mouth for, but I didn't. So we'll see if I end up hitting the store or if I paint them on or something. Well, we'll figure it out. And then for the little green here, I was hoping to do some like little crochet and give it like a little green bow to like give it like a little stem vibe. So that's the style that we're going to be doing for the next month. But again, it's going to be 4 different styles, so I'm not going to tell you what the other ones are yet, but I'm very excited for what they're going to be. So since I'm going to be doing the same dress 4 times, I have a feeling, no, I don't have a feeling, I know it's going to be very repetitive, so I might end up doing where I'll focus on one part of the dress more heavily each week, and then since it's going to be a lot of the same thing, minus the like little extra things that I do for the other dresses. I was thinking maybe I could do like a little makeup look, for the outfit, because I'm not the greatest at makeup either. So I think I might try and do a little fun look to do with this. So that'll give me something new to do for each of the weeks. So yeah, the first thing that I have to do, is to cut out the pattern. So I do have a sulky pattern that I did pick up, so I might use that for the skirt. Even though it's just a bunch of rectangles, I just want to be sure that I have the right measurements. And then for the arm, I think I'm also going to be using that silky arm, but I'm going to use a different bodice. So the same bodice that I'm going to be using is the one where I made the like picnic table-y shirt. So I am also going to make it so the back is also scrunched because I want this to be fairly comfortable and easy to slip on and off. So I don't want to deal with the zipper and fitting it right. So I am going to do a scrunched back. So that means that the back piece is going to be double the size so that I can scrunch it down. So that's going to be like that. The arms are going to be elastic, both the top and the bottom. And then we're going to have a big poofy skirt. So yeah, I need to cut all those out. And then we can start throwing things together. So I'm like, the more that I'm thinking about it, the more this is just a fairly simple dress. The most complicated part will be the bodice. So I think I'm just going to try and focus on that the most. Even though the rest are fairly simple, I am still going to show the process. We'll just see what we're feeling for next week. So yeah, let's just get those cut out and then we'll see what the heck we're doing after that. So to construct this bodice, the first thing you have to do is for both the outer material and the lining, just go ahead and put the 2 front bodice pieces together. And then unlike usual, we're not going to pin this to the back. Instead, we're going to take the 2 lining pieces and outer pieces and pin them right sides together and then sew just along the top. Now we're going to take the 2 back pieces and sew them also just along the top. And then I'm just marking out some channels that I'm going to put the elastics through. So I'm just going to sew along all of these lines, and then once I do that, then I can feed elastic through each of these channels. Then they're sewn at each of the ends so that the elastic is secured. Now that we have those two separate pieces all put together, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the back and we're going to sandwich it right sides together in the front bodice piece. Now it's time to do the sleeve. So I did use the Selkie sleeve, and pretty much what you're going to do is before you start to sew the sleeve together, you're just going to make an elastic channel along the top, and then you're going to feed an elastic through that for what you want it to be for your upper arm. Then you fold it right sides together and sew it together just a little bit. Then it can be sewn straight onto the bodice, and then once you do that, you could just go ahead and create an elastic channel for the bottom and then feed your elastic through that, and then the sleeves are done. Now for the skirt, I did not use a pattern for this. I basically just cut massive long rectangles at the length that I wanted it to be. Once they were sewn together, I elected to use my pleating / gathering foot because that's just so much easier than like gathering it through a basted stitch, since I had so much material. So I just gathered it through that, and then after I did that, I just connected it to the bodice and then I hemmed it. Now I wanted this skirt to sit a bit better, so what I ended up doing is I made some more of that stiffening starch. So basically it's the same mixture I made in the last video with water and cornstarch, and then I just added a little bit more water so that it could easily go through a spray bottle. So what I did is I layered the dress over my hoop skirt so that it could get that form that I wanted it to, and then I just sprayed it all around the skirt with that fabric stiffener. So I've got the dress pretty much done. I just am trying to decide if I want to go through the pain of putting the jack-o'-lantern face on the skirt part or on the bodice part. I feel like I might be leaning towards the bodice part because that's easier to like draw on and paint on, whereas this is just gonna stay wrinkled or stay like pleated and gathered. So I don't know, maybe I might change the design to the bodice. I guess we will find out. And then I did indeed choose the bodice to put the face on rather than the skirt. I just found it much easier and I think it looks better. And here I am just using regular acrylic paint. Alright, we're on to the makeup portion. So my hair is curled, ready for styling. I need to focus on my makeup though. So I wanted to do something more than I would usually do just because I would make these videos a bit more interesting. So we're gonna try and do some fun makeup looks. So I didn't add green to the dress, so I kind of wanted to add an element of green to my makeup look. We're gonna mess around with that. We're gonna see how that actually works out. Big old question mark on if that will. So I have my base makeup on. The only thing I don't have on is mascara and then like lips and then the fun eyeshadow stuff. So I'm probably gonna be starting out with this BH Cosmetics palette bad boy because it has orange in it. So I'm probably gonna be using this one here rather than the bright one because that matches, I think, the color of my dress a bit more. So I think we're just gonna start out getting a good old base around my eye with that. We're gonna try now. We're gonna do that. Can't promise it'll be good. And I think I'm gonna go a little under the eye as well. Sure is something. Sure do be something. Okay, there's some shimmery gold here. I think I'm gonna put that on the lid. I swear this is looking better in real life than it is on camera. Only slightly. We can do a little bit of the lighter orange up here, I feel. Starting to look like the Mad Hatter over here. This is not going the greatest. Looks good. I hate doing eyeshadow. This sucks. Let's play with a little green because I want to ignore what's going on up here for the time being. So I do have this that I got last year for the zombie look and the ghost look, so I can use this green here. That's the wrong one. And maybe do some sort of like vine. Look at the thing, not me. See if we can do some sort of vines or something with that. Or maybe I can manage like a leaf or something. Wondering how far I should go with these though. Like, should I bring them down? Or how about let's start with the other side first. Oh god. Oh god. I don't think I'm gonna try and match them though, because I don't think I can. So we're just gonna go with leaves on like either side, and then maybe I can put some definition in there with some like darker green eyeshadow. I think I'm just, wow, that's a lot of green. Going to try and do some definition on these leaves because I have like this green here. Yeah, let me try some definition. Oh god, it's gonna go poorly. I swear this looks way better in person. It just looks really bad on this camera. Maybe some spot. Wow, look at my Picasso. Gonna add some sparkly to my inside right here. Some sparkly green. Okay, now I feel like I want some more vines somewhere. So I feel like I'm gonna try and paint some. Should I like paint some on my cheek maybe? Maybe I'll just add some green leaves across my like nose or something. Maybe I'll do something like that. I feel like this was a bad decision. Best we can do is keep going. Now, should I connect these with a vine? It looks a lot better in person, I swear. Should I connect these with a vine? I feel like I should, otherwise it's just like random green dots on my face. I feel like this is gonna go badly. But I'm too far in to quit now. Okay, now I think I'm gonna define the leaves with the eyeshadow again. Okay. Now, the last thing I feel like I want to do with this is just add little white freckles around it to just make it a little bit whimsical. More whimsical than it already is. A little bit of overkill? Maybe. But is it kind of cute? Maybe. Alright, we're working with something here. Okay, now I think I'm just gonna move on to mascara. Now, I normally don't do bottom lashes, but I feel like I should for this. Just baby bottom lashes. I'll have to do. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of hydrating clear chapstick and then some of the Glossier Balm.com in the color. Oh, this is cherry Balm.com. I think this is our full makeup look. Looking better than I thought it would. So this is what we're looking at now. It's alright. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Now for the hair. I was thinking of doing like some sort of like braid thing up here, but I don't know. I feel like I might just leave it, have it be curled. Or should I? Because I think if I know what I'm doing and I don't, if I were to like grab a chunk, I could braid it and like put it up. Actually, that would be pretty cute, wouldn't it? Alright, let's give that a shot then. And then I were to bring it up and over, and then I'll do the other one. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Alright, let me get my elastics. So we want just these tiny pieces up front, and the rest goes back. So in theory, I should be able to do something like that. That is cute. All right. That look something cute, possibly. For me, that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, I think we're pretty much there. So I think with that, I will see you all in the final look. All right, well, here we are. I think this turned out very cute. I really love the hair and the makeup especially. I did not know if that was going to turn out at all, but it did. The vibes may not match, but you know, I added the vines that I wanted somewhere on this element and added the green, so I think it just works out pretty cute. It makes me feel like a little like fairy woodland creature. And the dress, I love the style of dress. So I haven't made this exact style before, and so I'm glad that it worked out because I'm going to be doing it for the next 3 weeks. So I absolutely love this style of dress. I ended up buying a like short petticoat to go under it so that it could poof nicely. So I really liked the element because it just gives it such a nice shape. Everything on it just worked out really well. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. And then for the pumpkin face, I'm glad that I changed it to the top. I feel like theoretically the bottom, like when I was drawing it, it worked, but then once I had the dress, I was just like, there's too many ruffles on the bottom, like I feel like I wouldn't be able to see it, so I moved it to the top, and I think that worked out really well. It's just a little lopsided. But I think that worked out really well. It gives it like, it's a jack-o'-lantern, you know, it's a pumpkin. It's exactly what we were going for. So I think this just turned out overall so good, and I'm really glad that I added like the makeup element. Otherwise, I feel like this would have just been more of a dry video. So I am going to continue doing that for each of the videos. But yeah. So I did show the process of everything in this video, and I likely will for the other videos if there's any newcomers to each of the videos. So if that gets a little boring and tedious, I apologize. But each dress does have a different element added to it, so it's not exactly the same thing every single time. So like next week there will be like a different version of the skirt, so you'll see how I'll be able to do that. And then there's just more elements added onto each of these dresses, so it's not going to be exactly the same. And then I am going to do different hair and makeup. Questionable on the hair, I'm not very good at doing hair, so just whatever I end up coming up with, probably just curling it most weeks. And then just fun little makeup looks like this. Like at first I thought it was gonna be absolute dog garbage water. Dog water? Garbage. Trash. But it actually turned out looking really cute. So I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I just think we got something going here for this October, and I'm excited, and I'm just ready to get in the spoopy mood. I've already planned out all the dresses, and my friend has been begging me to do one of them, but I'm saving it for the last week because it's going to be the coolest. So get ready for that. The next two aren't going to be as cool as the last one, but they're still going to be pretty dope. So I'm very excited for what we have coming up, and I am going to put the petticoat underneath each of the dresses just to give it that same look and that same form, and it makes it nice and poofy. And this, honestly, this twirls so nice, and I love that about a dress. So yeah, I think this was pretty good, and I feel like this is something I could wear to like a more laid back Halloween party, you know, just get the Halloween spirit in. So I'm also very happy about that. So it's not something that I just have to hide away in my closet because it's not wearable. I think this is a seasonal thing that I might be able to get away with, maybe at a Walmart, maybe not with a petticoat though. Maybe not with the petticoat, but I think I could get away with this at an October event. So yeah, let me know if you like this. Stick around for what I've got for the rest of this month. I'm quite excited. And then we can see what I come up with for my makeup, because I literally have had no idea until I started painting, and it just happened. So it's successful to me. So anywho-de-do, if you liked what I did, go and like and subscribe. I post most Saturdays, mostly at noon, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.